welcome back to my channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Welcome to the newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, please do subscribe, like, share, comment, tag me, and feel free to ask any questions. I do answer back, and I love to hear from you and your feedback on my patterns. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Today is the 22nd. So I hope all goes well. I know it's been tough because of the pandemic. Here in Europe, we're not allowed to be going to families' homes or whatever. You have to stay in your own home with whoever you're living with. So it's a little bit complicated this year as far as the holidays, but we have to be safe. So we make the best out of it. So wishing everybody the best Christmas ever. And from my family to yours. We're going to begin today on this beautiful plate mat dolly. You can make it a table runner by attaching the pieces together. You can put flowers around it if you like. This pattern was a friend of mine that saw an Instagram and took the picture and sent to me and asked me if I can create this dolly plate mat. Like I said, could be used as a plate mat, the round plates or square plates. It's just a beautiful piece. I did post it up in one of the groups that I'm involved in, and I had a lot of feedback on it. So I am going to create it for you. You can use this color. This is lavender, 4-ply, 100% cotton, needle number 3, and of course a pair of scissors. Or you can alternate the colors by doing this middle piece one color and then the edge another color, or use multiple colors as you like. So we're going to get started, people, and thank you again for being part of this journey with me. Okay, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the magic circle. For some of you that still have a hard time with it, you can do a 6 chain. Okay, you'd grab your thread from the back and hold it. By the way, people, sometimes I get over my head by over crocheting too fast. It's a habit of mine for so many years. I've been crocheting. You can speed down slow on your settings on YouTube on the 3 little dots up top on the right side. Slow down the video. It will be easier for you if you cannot catch up with me, because sometimes I do forget that I am recording. So inside of this magic ring, we're going to do 3 chain stitch, and that will be considered as a double crochet. Inside of this magic ring, we're going to do 23 more double crochets. With the 3 that we went up will be a total of 24 double crochets. Of course, I always have to tighten everything here. Okay, so do your 24 double crochets, and I will do mine, and I'll meet you at the end. So we've done the 24 double crochets. We're going to go into the last stitch here on our first double crochet, and we're going to close it in with a slip stitch. Now you pull on your magic ring, but you don't want to pull it too much. Okay, we could always do that at the end, because then it's going to, you know, curve up too much, so we don't want that. We're going to go up 3 chain, 1, 2, and 3. Next space, we're going to do another double crochet, and next space another double crochet. So we're going to have a total of 3 double crochet here. Okay, and as you can see here, we're always going to have 3 double crochets on the pattern, okay, all the way through to the end. Okay, so we're going to do a 5 chain, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to skip 4 space, 3 space, 1, 1, 2, and 3 on your 4th one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 on the 4th one. We're going to do a double crochet and do our 3 double crochets on each space again. So we're going to have a total of 4 around of the 3 groups here. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Don't tighten it too much. That's my problem. I always tighten too much. 1, 2, 3. On the fourth one, I had too much coffee today. I'm starting to shake. I love coffee, so that's what gets me going throughout the whole day. Okay, so, and again, 5 chain. Count 1, 2, 3 on your fourth space. Again. And we're going to do next space double crochet and next space double crochet. Now, of course, it's going to curve up a bit because, you know, we're doing square here, which is fine because the next rows is going to straighten it out. If you find that it's too curvy, too much of a hat, then instead of doing 5, do 6 chain, okay? It's not a problem. And if your stitch is extremely tight like mine, well, you can go up a size on the needle. Instead of using a 3, maybe a 3.5 or a 4. I know my stitch is always extremely tight, but I hate bigger needles, so I'm always doing with a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Try to loosen as much as I can. Come back in the third place here, and we're going to close it in with a slip stitch, just like that. Okay. Now we're going to go up 1, 2, 3 chain again. We're going to do next space double crochet, next space double crochet, and inside of here, let me just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inside of here, we're going to do 10 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to do that inside of the other ones. We're going to do double crochet again on top of the double crochet from the previous row, and 10 more inside of the space. So do yours, I'll do mine, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so as you can see, if it was curving up like a hat, it started straightening out. Okay, so again, we're going to go up 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to do 3 more. Okay, so we've locked in slip stitch on the third place. We went up chain 3. We're always going to have these 3 double crochets here all the way to the end on all of the place, all the 4 corners. So now we are 1, 2, 3. We're on our 4th row. 1, 2, 3, 4th row. So now we're going to do 5 chain, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Don't tighten it too much. We're going to skip 1, 2. On the third space, we're going to do a single crochet. 3 chain, 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip 1. On the second one, we're going to do single crochet. 1, 2, 3 chain, skip 1. On the second one, we're going to do a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, skip 1. On the second one, a single crochet. So you should have a total of 4 single crochets with 3 loops of 3 chain on the middle here. Now we're going to do 5 chain, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to skip 1, and we meet exactly where the groups of the 3 double crochet, and we're going to do the 3 double crochet over the previous one, like that. Okay, so it's pretty much, just show you here if you can see. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 single, and then we just created these loops because we're going to fill them in with double crochet. Okay, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip 1, 2 on the third place, single, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, skip 1, second space, single, 1, 2, and 3, skip 1, second space, single, and it's going to be repeatedly throughout the whole row like this. 3 chain, skip 1, another single. So now we have the 4 singles with 1 space in between, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we're going to skip 1, and we're into the groups of 3 double crochet again. Okay, so proceed with yours. I'll proceed with mine, and now we're going to do the 5 chain and then the 4 single crochets. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so we finished that round. We're going to go up, chain 3, it equals a double crochet, next space double crochet, always on the groups of 3 double crochets, and inside of the space here we are going to do, let me just confirm to make sure, 7 double crochets. So we're going to do 7 double crochets inside of the space, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, like that. Now we are going to jump right into the first loop here and single crochet. We're going to do 1, 2, 3 chain, and into the next loop double crochet. 1, 2, 3 chain, next loop double crochet. So on the bottom we had 3 space, and now here we're going to have 2, so it keeps cutting down. Next row will be only 1. So we go directly after the single crochet here into the space here and do 7 double crochet again inside of the big loop. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we are going to do double crochet on top of double crochet from the previous row. And another 7 on the big space here. So you're supposed to have a total of 17 double crochets. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So if you count from here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 double crochets. Now you go directly into the first space here, single, chain 3, next space, single, chain 3, next space, single. So you're going to have 2 space now, and then directly into the big loop and do 7 double crochets, and repeat this throughout the whole row the same way. You're going to end up with 17 double crochets here again. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so we pretty much finished doing our 17 double crochet, chain 3, again going up on where the groups of 3 are, next space double crochet, next space double crochet, We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on the 6th row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. So we're going to do all double crochets on top of the double crochets from the previous row. No, this is the loop here. Okay, so now we finished doing our last one here because this is the single crochet. We're going to jump automatically to the first space, single crochet, 1, 2, 3 chain, come into the next one, single crochet. So we're going to have only one now. We started with 3 little holes here, 3 little loops, 2 loops, and 1 loop only now. We're going to go directly with no space into our first double crochet from the previous row, and we're going to do double crochet over double crochet all the way through. So very simple. This round is just basically double crochets over double crochets and only a 1 loop of 3 chain. And the last double crochet from the space here, and we're going to jump into the first space, single crochet, 3 chain, next space, single crochet, no separation. We go directly into our first double crochet and do double crochets on each double crochet from the previous row. So nothing to it. Do yours, I'll do mine, and I'll meet you at the end. So we finished doing our last one. We've closed in with a single crochet on the third space where we have the 3 chain that we started the 6th row. Go up 3 again, 3 chain, double crochet. Oh, actually 3 chain, 4 chain, 1 for separation. On this one is going to be all double crochets, but 1 chain separation in between. So 4 chain, because 1 will be considered a separation. 1 separation, double crochet. 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 Okay, so now we did the last one of the double crochet over double crochet, because this is the loops, so this is the last one, and we go directly into the space here with single crochet with no separation. Again, we go directly into the first double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet. So this is repeatedly all the way around the same way, nothing to it. So it's all double crochets with 1 chain separation. Here we go directly and do a single crochet. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so we pretty much finished doing our double crochets. Chain 3, next space, double crochet. So we're going into the groups of 3 again. And when I say the groups of 3, it's because it always follows 3 meeting in a row on the 4 corners. Okay. Now we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're on our 8th row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So now we're going to do 5 chain again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to skip again like we did down here. We're going to skip 1, 2 on the 3rd one. Single crochet. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to skip 1. And right in the middle, single crochet. 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip 1. Just check here. We did 3. Okay, we skipped the first one. Okay, we're not skipping anymore. Okay, so the next one. So we're only going to skip the first one here, and then in the next space, double crochet. 1, 2, 3 chain, and next space, double crochet. So just want to check to make sure that I'm not making a mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're supposed to have 4 double crochets, and then 5 chain. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're gonna go directly into our first space here, right after the first double crochet. And we're gonna do a single. 1, 2, and 3. Next space, single. 3 chain, next space, single. So we're gonna have a total of the 4 single crochets again. 1, 2, and 3. Next space, and single. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, okay, we'll be here. So this would end up, we've got to start our double crochet where the groups are. That means that this last one here, we have to put it on top of the double crochet like we did. I'll show you in a second. We're going to put it right here on top of the double crochet, exactly how we did here on this one. We jumped when we first started, we jumped and we put right on top of the third one, right? 1, 2, and 3. So we got to do the same thing here, because from here to here will be the 3. So we do 5 chain. I'll show you again so I can explain better, because I know it could seem confusing. We're going to do the 3 double crochets here, the groups, and I'll show you in a second. And do 1, 2, 3 chain. We're going to skip 1, 2, 3. You see what I'm saying? We're skipping that 3, and oh, not 3, sorry, we have to do 5 chain. 4 and 5. Okay, so we go into the third space. 1, 2, 3. So we have to have the same thing, the same amount here as on this side. Maybe it'll make you understand better where the groups are. So we have 1, 2. We've did a single right on top of the third one, and the same thing from here. 1, 2, and we did a single on top of the third one. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. Again, 1, 2, 3 chain, and we got to do the same thing as we did here. We're going to skip 1, and we go into the next one. Let me just confirm to make sure. So 1, 2, 3, we skipped 1 here, and we went into the next one, and then we do the next one and the next one, the single crochets. Make it look better, okay? So we did the 5 chain like we did here now, and we put on the third place. We skip 1 space, 3 chain, single, 3 chain, single, 3 chain, and single. So we're going to do the same thing here. So we did the 5 chain, we put on top of the third place 3 chain, we skip 1 exactly like we did here, and now the next space, 1, 2, 3, next space, and 1, 2, and 3, and next space. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 singles. And this is the last space of the double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chain. And we go into our first space exactly like we have here. We go into our first space here and do single. 1, 2, 3. Next space single. And 1, 2, 3. And next space single. So we know that we have these 3 here, which is the same thing as the 3 here. So we know that the fourth one we have to put on top of the double crochet, right? 1, 2, 3, 3. Just make sure that I got this right. And we put right here, because we have the double crochets here, and it has to go, we have to do the group here of the 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So we have to put on top of this one here. Okay, see if it makes sense. So we only skip 1 after doing a 5. Skip 1 here. Well, we don't skip because that's part of the singles. We go into the first one here, first space after the double crochet. 3 chain, next space, single crochet. 3 chain, next space, single crochet. 3 chain, and on top of, so your fourth single crochet is on top of the double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we're going to 1, 2 on the third one. We're going to do the group of 3. Double crochet on each space. And again, repeat the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And count 1, 2, 3 on top of the double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. And then we are going, just to make sure that I don't confuse you guys. So we skip the first one here. Single crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Single crochet. Next space. 1, 2, and 3. And on the last space, single crochet. Okay, so we have our 4 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we do our 5 chain. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And go into the first space of the first double crochet. Okay, so nothing to it. 3 chain. Next space. 1, 2, 3. Next space. So now we have 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. Next space. Now we have 3. Our fourth one we need to put on top of the double crochet. 3. So we're gonna, because we have our, it's the fourth one here, sorry. So this fourth one we're gonna put on top of the double crochet, because it's our fourth single. And then 5 chain, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And proceed to do the group again. So we skip 1, 2 on the third space, third double crochet. We do the group of the double crochet. Like that. Okay, so I think I'll go with you until the end here so there's no complication. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain, 1, 2 on the third space, single, 3 chain, next space. Did we skip one? I think we skipped one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, we skipped one, so we're going to this one here. 1, 2, and 3. Next space. And 1, 2, and 3. And the last space. So we have 4 singles. 1 by skipping 1 here, right after the first single. 2, 3, and 4. 5 chain. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to the first space on the next group. And 1, 2, 3 chain, next space, 1, 2, 3 chain in the next space. So we have 3, 1, 2, 3 chain. Now we know that we have to do our, so this is our, where we're going to close. So 1, 2, and 3. So here's the one that we skip, and we go right into on top of the double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain, and we close in the last space. Coming out pretty good. Okay, so next row. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're starting row 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so we're going to repeat again. We're on row 9 here, so we're going to repeat double crochet over double crochet and start cutting down on the loops here. So we're only going to have 2 singles. Okay, so up 3, 3 chain, next space, next space. So we have our group of 3. I just want to, so here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 again. So inside of the big loop, 7 double crochet, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We go directly, we don't do any separation, and single crochet on the first space, 3 chain, next space, single crochet, 3 chain, next space, single crochet. So we started with 3 small loops here. Now we end up with 2, and then the next row will be with 1. So no separation after the single crochet. We do our 7 double crochet. So we're repeating what we did on the row below. So I have 2, 4, 6, one more, 7. Let me just count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we go directly, no separation, single, 3 chain, next space, single, 3 chain, next space, single. And we go directly into the big space and do 7 double crochet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now we're going to repeat. We're going to do double crochets over double crochets. So basically what we're creating here is this one here. This is what we're creating, our first, almost like a shell, let's say. We'll call it a shell. So we're creating this one here now. And then the next few rows, we're going to be creating 2 designs on it. So now on this row will be only 1. Okay, so we're going to repeat again, double crochet over, double crochet from the previous row on the groups, because that's your 4 corners. Inside of this big space, we're going to do 7 double crochet, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you'll have your 17 double crochets like we had on the previous one down here. Go directly into your first space, single, 3 chain, next space, single, 3 chain, next space, single, and we go directly into the big loop and create that middle piece design with 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So basically, I don't want you to get confused. I'm going to show you exactly. So basically, we're creating this one here. We're doing the 7 double crochets here, okay? So we're creating this motif. And where all the stitches are, these are the 4 corners, which is these ones here. They're the 4 corners. We're creating this one we just finished making is this one here. Then we're going to continue until we create the second, the 2 of them here. If you were to make a bigger pattern, so you have 1 motif here, you have 2, then the next couple of rows would it be 3, and then 4, and then your pattern gets bigger and bigger. Okay, so continue yours and I'll continue mine, and I'll meet you at the end. So we go directly into the first space, no separation, chain 3, next space, single, chain 3, next space, single, and no separation, and do your group of 7 double crochet inside of the big loop. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everybody, so we finished doing our row. We've closed in on the 3rd place. Chain 3 going up equals the double crochet, doing our group of 3 again of double crochet. It always follows. Now, let me see, where are we at? So we did this one. So we are doing, again, very simple, double crochet over double crochet. Okay, so we are going to do double crochet over double crochet. We are just going to show you. So we just finished making this one. So we got to do double crochets, and we're going to have the 1 loop, I believe. And then we are going to do double crochets on both over inside of the bigger loops there. So this is the corner, so double crochet over double crochet. No, that's not double crochet, that's the single. Just pull my thread here. Okay, so we go directly into the space 1, 2, and 3, and again directly into the next space. So we're left with one. I just want to confirm here. Yes. Okay. Just check here, people. Just give me a second to check, make sure there is no mistake. Okay, so there is no mistake. Sometimes I don't check and I go right through it. Okay, so we did our single. And now we go into our first double crochet from the previous row and do double crochet on top of double crochet. Okay, and again, we're going to go right into the first loop, create 3 chain, and create a single crochet, and then directly, no separation, into the first double crochet from the previous row and do double crochet over double crochet. So nothing to it, very simple. So we're going to cover all the double crochets over double crochet. So finish covering the corner double crochets. No separation, we go into the first space, single crochet, 3 chain, next space, single crochet, no separation, and we go directly into the first double crochet with double crochet. So we're going to proceed the same way all the way around. Okay, no separation, go directly into the first space, single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Next space, single crochet, no separation, and we go and do our corner with all the double crochets over double crochet. Meet you at the end. Okay, so we finished this row, 3 chain going up equals a double crochet. 4 chain, because we're doing now 1 separation like we did on the previous rows. Double crochet, 1 chain separation, next space, double crochet, 1 chain separation, 1 chain, next space, double crochet, 1 chain, next space, double crochet, 1 chain, 1 chain, next space, double crochet, 1 chain, next space, double crochet. So this row is going to be pretty much double crochet with 1 chain separation. So we're in our last one. We go directly into the space between the groups, that last space we just created. And again, no separation. We go into our first double crochet here, where we just finished making that little motif like I told you, 1 chain separation and double crochet, 1 chain separation, double crochet, 1 chain separation, double crochet, double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet, next space, 1 chain, next space, double crochet, and this was the last space, so we go directly into the space here in the middle between the groups, close it in with single, and go directly into the first double crochet. So nothing to it, it's only double crochets and 1 separation, and we go directly with a single and go directly into the next first one with double crochet. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so we finished our last one here. Just want to check where we at. So we did 1, 2, and 3. So we did 1, 2, and 3. So we're pretty, oops, almost knocking everything down. So we did the last one here with 1 single, and then the rest is all double crochet with no separation. Okay, so we're on the next row, and the next row we need to do again the 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4 singles with the 5 chain, and again 1, 2, 3, and 4 singles, and then the 5, and then the 3, and then the 5. So we're repeating it. We have 4 rows left to create the last 2 motifs. That's what we're going to do now. We're going to create the last 2 here. Okay, so where we have the groups, obviously, we're going to continue doing the group 1, 2, and 3 chain. Next space, double crochet. So the groups always stay the same. So we're doing the 3 here, the 3 double crochet. Now we need to do 5, and we're going to pin it on the 3rd place with a single. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. 1, 2, 3 on the 3rd place, single. Get you a little bit closer, and then 1, 2, and 3. We're going to skip the first one. We go into the second one, single. 1, 2, and 3. So we're repeating what we did with the other rows. Single, 1, 2, 3, and the last one. So we're going to have 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 4 singles by skipping the first one here. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to go into the first space like we always did, and 1, 2, 3 chain. Next space, 1, 2, 3 chain. Next space, 1, 2, 3 chain, and this is the 4th one. So we know that we have to just give me a second just to confirm. 1, 2, 3. Hold on a minute. Just want to check here. So we have 1. Okay, because we skipped 1. We have to do 1, 2, and 3, 4. So we have to do 4. Okay, so we have to make our 5 there. Okay. So we skipped. We didn't skip. We went into the first one. 1, 2, 3. Actually, on the middle motif here, I prefer to skip here so it can be more equally. Hold on a minute. So we go back again to, okay. So we did the 5 chain. Just pull this camera up a little bit more. Okay, I think it's better this way so it doesn't stay out of line here. So we did the 5 chain. 3 closed in the first space with single, 3 chain. We're going to skip another one, and we're going to do a single here. 1, 2, 3 chain. We're going to skip this one. Let me see. 1, 2. No, we're going to go into this one. Just bear with me because I'm trying to get it evened out. 1, 2, and 3. And skip this one and go into the last one here. Okay, so we have another 4. So 5 chain. Go into your first space. Single. 3 chain, skip 1. Second space, single. 3 chain, next space, single. 3 chains, skip 1, last space, single, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which I believe, let me just check because I can get carried away. So, yeah, okay. So we did 5. We did 5 chain. We are going to go into our first double crochet and do double crochet. Let me just check here, people. Bear with me for a second. No double crochet. It's going to be single, sorry. So, hold on a minute. Singles. So we are going to do, yeah, we have to do the same thing like here, sorry. So 5, this is separation of the groups. Single, 1, 2, and 3, next space, single, 1, 2, and 3, next space, single. Is that what I did or not? No, I did this one. I skipped this one. I'll make sure that I got everything under control here. Let me see if this works out. 2, 1, 2, and 3. Next space. And 1, 2, and 3. And skip this one, go into this one. That means it would have been that one. Hold on a minute. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next one. Okay. So on the last one of this motif here, we did single, 5 chain into the first space, single, 3 chains, skip 1, single, 3 chain, next space, single, 3 chain, next space, single. And now last space, 5 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, because we're getting into the groups. So 1, 1, 2, and 3. If you count it from here, 1, 2, and 3, because it has to go right under the rest of the groups. And we're going to do the group again. We're going to do it again and show you again so there is no confusion whatsoever. I know it might seem confused at the beginning, but it really isn't. Okay, so we did our 3 like we did here at the beginning. We're going to do our 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Exactly as we did here, we have to do the same. So we skip 1, 2 on the third one. 1, 2 here in between, single. So you have your first single, 1, 2, and 3, and then we didn't skip. We went directly. We skipped the last one. Okay, so right here, 2, 1, 2, and 3. This is 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and we go directly into the last one. We skip this one here, so we can have it the same way as we did here on this side. We're doing it on this side too. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we go into our first space on the next group, and 1, 2, 3 chain. Just want to see if we're okay. Okay, so we're going to skip this one again. So we have the first one, we skip this one, we're going to the second one. 1, 2, and 3. Next space. Now we have 3 singles. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to go into the last space here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we got our 4 singles into the last space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Going to the first space. Single crochet. 1, 2, and 3. skip one, next space, single crochet. So we skip one here, 1, 2, and 3, next space. So you have 3 singles, 1, 2, and 3. So we know that we're going to do our double crochet here. So you have 1, 2, and you go into this space here. So now you have your 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we go into, so you skip your 1, 2 on the third one. Show you again. Okay, 1, 2 on the third one. We're going to do our group of 3. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, see, we skipped 2 space here. We went on the third. So you do the same thing. Skip 1, 2, and on the third one. Okay. And then 3 chain. And we have to do exactly as we did here. So next space. 2, 1, 2, and 3. 3, 1, 2, and 3. Which next? Now we're going to skip this one and go into the last one, which will make your 4 singles. Sorry. And the last one. So we skip this one here, and we're going to do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain. Go into your first one. Single. 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip this one. Go into the next one, like we did here. We skipped here, so we're going to skip here. So we have 2 singles. 1, 2, and 3. Next space. 1, 2, and 3. So we have what? 1, 2, 3. And next space. 1, 2, 3. And no, it has to be on the last space. Sorry. So we're going to skip 1. Okay, so 5 chain. Go into your first space, single crochet. 3 chains. Skip 1 space, 1 square. Going to the second with single crochet. 3 chain, the next space, single crochet. 3 chains. Skip 1 space, 1 square. Go into the last square, last space with single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 chain. And we go into the first space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we skip this one into the second one. Going to second square. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what was I doing? 5. It has to be 3. Sorry. 1, 2, and 3. Good God. 3 chains. Sorry. I was counting 5s because of the other 5. So skip a space. 3 chains. Skip a space. Single. 1, 2, and 3. Next space. Single. 1, 2, and 3. So we know that our thing is going to be here. So we need 1, 2, and you know automatically you're on the third space. So we'll only skip 1 here at the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to 1, 2 on the third one. From here, 1, 2, 3. Double crochet. We're going to do the groups of double crochet because we are on the corners. Okay. And again, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. Skip 1, 2 on the third square, third space, single crochet. 1, 2, and 3. So you have to do the same thing as we did here, we do on the next one. So here, 2, 1, 2, and 3, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. And on we skip one, and we are on our last one, single. 5 chain, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're in between the motives here. Going to the first space, single. 1, 2, and 3. Skip the first one, going to the second one, single. 1, 2, and 3. Next space. 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, 3, and skip the next space and going to your last. So on the motives here, we're skipping 2 times, right? Actually 3. We skip the beginning. No, we didn't. It's twice. First space, we skip 1, single. Next one, single. We skip 1, single, which is the last space. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And going to the first space here. 1, 2, and 3. Skip the first one, going to the second one. So we always skip the second one here. 1, 2, and 3. Next space. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. And we're at the end. So you have 1, 2, and 3, right? And we have 1, 2, 3. Next space. So you have 1, 2 on the third space as you see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you tie it up on the third space with slip stitch. Okay, so we're almost there, people. So you go up 3, chain equals the double crochet. This is our groups of 3. So 3 double crochet. And we're going to do 7 again inside of the space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 double crochet inside of the space. No space in between, directly single crochet, next space, 1, 2, and 3, next space, single crochet, 1, 2, and 3, and next space, single crochet. So we started with 4 underneath, or I should say 1, 2, 3 underneath, and now 2, and then the last one will be 1. We go directly into the big space and create 7 double crochets. So it's going to be repeatedly the same way all the way around like we did on the previous rows when we were creating these big loops with the 7 double crochets inside of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. 7. Go directly into your first space, no separation, single. 1, 2, 3, chain. Next space, single. 1, 2, 3, chain. Next space, single. So you have your 2 loops. And directly, no space, separation. And directly into the big loop and create your 7. So very simple, nothing to it. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And again, directly into the space. 1, 2, and 3, chain, next space with a single. 1, 2, 3, chain, next space with a single. So you have your 2 loops, and into the big space directly with no separation, and create your 7 double crochets. and 7. You're going to double crochet over the double crochet from the previous row, and 7 more inside of the next loop, because this is the corner, right? 5, 6, and 7. So this is how the corner is going to look like. We just finished creating the 2 motives here, which is exactly the ones here, as you see. That's what we just finished doing with these ones. Okay, so we're in the corner. And now you go directly into the first space. And 1, 2, 3 chain. Next space. 1, 2, 3 chain. Next space. And then no space directly into the big loop and create your 7 double crochets. Five, 6, and 7. Again, no separation directly. 1, 2, 3 chain into the next space, single crochet. 1, 2, 3 chain, next space, single crochet, and directly into the big loop. Okay, so nothing to it, people. So you know that inside of the 5 chains we have 7, and we go directly always from the 7 into the loop with no separation, and the same thing here. So we only create the loops in the middle when we need to, and where we have our our 3 groups, obviously we create 7 in here over the 3 groups double crochet and 7 in here, because that's only the corner ones that we need to fill out. Okay, just to, as you can see. So these are the corners where we have the 3. We did this one already, so now we need to do this one. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so we finished our last one. We've closed in with a single crochet. I'll get you closer. 1, 2, 3 going up equals the double crochet. Next space double crochet. This is where we have the 3 groups of the double crochet. Now, very simple. This is the last 2 rows, which is all double crochets all the way through, except for the 3 stitch there, 3 chain, I should say. Nothing to it. The hard parts are done already. Well, it wasn't too hard. It's just you have to be paying attention to it. So this is all double crochet. Now we meet here where the little 3 chains are. We go directly into the first one and chain 3 into the next one. So we're left. So we started with 3 space, 2 space, and the last space, and we go directly into the first double crochet and do double crochets all the way around. So this row is very simple, and the last row is going to be the same thing, just double crochet over double crochet. So basically this is where we are. We're here, we're doing that one we just finished doing, and then the last one is just 1 single, and that's it, and 1 space in between the double crochets all the way around, and all the double crochets, 1 chain separation. So nothing to it, people. Very, very easy. So double crochet over double crochet, We go directly into the first space, close it with single, 1, 2, 3 chain, next space, single, and we go directly into our first double crochet. So we're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. Do yours, I'll do mine, and I'll meet you at the end. Because it's repeatedly only double crochets all the way through, except when we get here. We jump, and then do 3 chains, and then single, and jump again. Okay guys, so last row. So we close in, we go up 4 chain, because we're doing the last row 1 separation. It's all double crochet all the way around with one chain separation in between on all of them. So very simple, nothing to it. I thank all of you for being part of this journey with me and all the comments on the group and in general. Thank you so much. Happy holidays to everybody. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It was very simple and nice. So you can do a table runner by adding both patterns together, or 3 or 4 patterns depending upon the size of your table. So double crochets with 1 chain separation and no separation here. You go directly into the center with a single, and again no separation, and you go directly into the next double crochet on the next space, 1 chain and double crochet, 1 chain, whoops, and double crochet. So nothing to it, very simple. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you so much everybody again, and please stay safe over the holidays, and hopefully next year will be a much better year than this year. I will have the pictures and a little video at the end for the reveal shots. Thank you so much everybody, and take care.